racing, it's life. Anything that happens before or after, it's just waiting.
Except this was a Ford PR event. We're here at Laguna Seca at the invitation of Ford Motor Company, who gave me another chance to earn some helmet hair. So I'm not going to BS you and pretend I went all Mike Delaney flat out with this 2012 Ford Mustang Boss 302. But I didn't putz around the track either. The reputation of the boss and the ghost of Parnelli Jones needed to be honored. What? PJ's not dead? Oops. Over the crest, the Boss 302 feels in control. The 5-setting adjustable shocks have a ton of rebound to keep the car down. Turn 1, heavy braking, that the standard Brembos seem to be able to handle. A number of accepted lines through here. Hug the inside, a single 8 apex, or the double apex way, which extends the straight a little farther. But to do the double, you need to rotate the car. The Boss can do, and the Torsen rear differential makes it happen that much better by distributing the power to the inside, slower moving tire. Turn 3 tests the balance of a car. Boss is more than just an engine. The car is all about balance, everything working in harmony. No one element upsetting your attention at the expense of speed. But wait a minute, about that engine. Here with Mike Harrison, V8 engine engineering manager, program manager.
That's right, yep.
For the Boss 302.
Yep.
Obviously the engine is the lifeblood of the car. There's
Yes.
a lot more going on, but there's some special things that you've put into this 2012 engine.
Yeah.
Starting with the cylinder heads.
Right.
It sounds like they're more than just kind of a casting, there's special machining going on. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did to that
Sure.
cylinder?
Custom casting for the Boss 302s with a different alloy, a higher strength alloy, but also in order to really incrementally improve the airflow on the engine and improve the horsepower over a very good already base 5-litre engine for the Mustang GT, we had to CNC port it to get every port the same and the combustion chamber the same, so we can really closely match the performance of every cylinder and run the calibration at the absolute limit. It's not typically found on a production engine, and each cylinder head takes about 2.5 hours to do that porting work. The peak power is at 7,400 RPM, so part of the reason for that is the new approach to the intake manifold. We've shortened the runner lengths up on this manifold.
And the material's not metal.
No, it's a composite material, which is fantastic because we pick up very little heat from the underhood, so it insulates the cold airflow. It's what you want, and it leads to us being able to run a lot more spark advance and higher compression ratios for, again, better performance.
Heading to turn 5, the Boss was starting to show its 7,500 RPM legs and making the Ford PR fodder come true. This car was built by a team of engineers with a racing mindset. Turn 5 proves they know what they were doing. A race car has to deliver repeatable speed, and the Boss 302 has a consistent feel in each corner. No surprises. Thanks not just to the upgraded suspension parts, but by the way the engineers dialed in the car. More front camber for better turning, stronger brake lines for better pedal feel, less fade, more rake in the car's stance to keep the Boss poised. The steering gear feel, and those tires. 19-inch 9.5 rears on the standard Boss, 10-inch R compounds on the Laguna Seca edition. And here's a bit more about what makes this car work. Dave Parente, Mustang engineer. This is your pride and joy.
It is, my baby.
You're the head of the program.
Yes.
So the bottom line, besides thanking you profusely for the chance to get on track and drive this thing, I was the guy that heard Boss 302. I was the guy that was old enough to say, oh God, here we go again.
Yeah.
But this is a special car. This is very unique and different from history and from the other Mustangs. Tell me a little bit about how that all kind of came together.
Well, you know, first off, I'm glad you acknowledge the fact that this is different than the old Boss, right? We didn't do a nostalgia car, but we did live with our nostalgia, right? I mean, we wanted to be able to bring that out and live with it and enjoy it because it is important. But the car came together because of a bunch of very enthusiastic people at Ford. We had the right engine, so that it all had to start there, right? You had to have the right engine. But more importantly, with all of the upgrades that we've made to the Mustang lineup over the last several years with the 2011 version, even the 10, we knew that we had some more left in us, and we kind of knew where we could take this. And so the group of us got together, figured out, look, we're going to do this right. We're going to affect every system throughout the entire car, and we're going to squeak every little bit of, whether it be horsepower, whether it be steering, whether it be handling, we're going to find it all, and we're going to do this car. And that's what I'm really proud of this car, because this car is all about being well balanced, about every system working harmoniously together, and you experience that today on the track, right?
Very much so.
And when you're in this car, it's just, you are one with the car, and the car is one with the road. You know, I just want people to understand the passion that went into building this machine, because it shows in the vehicle, it shows when you're out driving it, and that's what this car is all about.
How many meetings did it take to get track key approved?
Track key was something that I can tell you that we've struggled for a long time on. Track key was not for us. It wasn't some toy that we developed, right? It was what we knew our customers would not only want, but would actually benefit from and use.
Turn 6 is the start of the no screwing around parts of a Laguna lap. Brake and downshift to settle the car. Steady gas. The 1 marker, then count 1 not to turn in too early. The corkscrew. Square the left turn, aim for the 3rd tree, gas the thing down the roller coaster drop. Except Idiot Boy here likes to sit low in the car, so the first time through, I can't see the track or the trees, just the orange and black hood filling my view. So I panic, guesstimate the right turn, and promptly go all Zanardi, running the boss over the berm. And now I can report the live axle can handle bumps. As we head into the last turn and toward the finish line, let's get some perspective. A small dedicated team of car lovers built the Boss to be a statement car for Ford and Mustang. Visceral, tactile, passionate, balanced, soulful performance. A loud exhaust, loud looks. Not retro, but old school respectful of Ford's tradition of great racing. If you read the other press reviews, you know the auto media went all Bieber love on the Boss 302. Here's my take. The Boss is the best balanced Mustang. However, at its limits, it's still a Mustang. But Ford's pushed that bar farther than ever and created one very fast, very noticeable daily driver / track comfortable road car. The problem here is there are only 4,000 Boss this year and likely only 2 years of production, just like the original Boss. And a very small number will be the more aggressive Laguna Seca edition. So this car is a tease, the unobtainium that racers build into their cars to go fast. And that's the first thing I would change on this Mustang. I'd build more.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane.